All right, I know it's this saw again, but I did get a neat tool in. This is what from West Coast Custom Chainsaws, and it's a ratchet scrunch, more or less. So it has a size for steel, okay, and it ratchets, you know, that'll be nice. And also has the same size, I don't remember the millimeters, but this fits the Husqvarna. So I figured I'd try that. I got about a half a tank of gas left in this. I think somewhere around a half. Yeah, about half. So we'll see how long the GoPros work this morning. I already did a log video and the GoPro missed a bunch of it. So who knows? We're gonna do a cold start on the Steel 380 clone from FarmMac. And I'm on the last break-in tank of fuel. So we'll get it started here. And we're gonna get this log up to the, there ain't a whole lot to look at, but I want to get this, I like to cut up all this wood I can for firewood. I like some of it to be the poplar because it's a little lighter. I mix it in with the hardwood, kind of get the stove warmed up. I was coming to get a little firewood, and I started cutting these up. They got a little spalty to them, but they're still pretty good, solid pieces. They kind of make some neat looking cookies, kind of like an oval. You know, I'm always looking for wood to make creative things out of. So I know to you, you're just like, that's just firewood. Or actually, it's not even worth firewood. I get it. It's old poplar. But like I said, I like to mix it in with the hardwoods, kind of get the fire stove going nice and hot. Then you put your hardwoods in there. Pick up, I'm trying not to slip over there. I'm on a hill, and I want to show you something kind of cool. I said these are those kind of cool oval looking cookies. I'll do something with them. But when this tree first fell, the stump fell over in the ditch. So I got some nice big logs on it, but I was up here cutting it, messing around. And you see that hole right there? Guess what kind of hole that was? leave your guesses in the comments. Yeah, it was them little yellow critters. And I walked up there to cut this log. Yep, and we met each other. And I wasn't happy about meeting them. So I'm gonna take a couple more cuts here. I say we're just kind of running this gas out. Let's see, I think it'll be on this side here. Not a lot. I mean, you could do some sawmill and get some neat stuff out of that. Let that hold that. I gotta be careful, I'm on a hill. Slip and fall on my chooski. So, I mean, this is the first bigger wood I've cut with this. So that's kind of nice to see how well it's doing. I say these things, if you follow my channel, you'll see I do a lot of wood cookies and stuff like that. And one of my sponsors is Preservation Solutions. So they're a wood fortifying, they sell wood fortifying products. So these make great little end tables and stuff. People absolutely love them. A lot of times I cut them, I may treat them and make some stuff myself, or I may sell them and let other people have them. But I'm going to get this piece here out of here. I may or may not make firewood out of that. You see that curviness and all that? I know it's poplar, but that would make some good looking lumber out of that. And I like the cookie, so I don't mill everything. Oh, and I have a chainsaw mill coming. So I'm gonna go up here and we'll get the top loosened up from that. And I'll make firewood out of what I can. I think I'm gonna make some cookies out of that right there. We're just running this gas out of this saw for the last tank of the 35-to-1. And then after that, we'll go ahead and put the 50-to-1 in, and we'll do a little tuning and cut up some firewood. That's as far up that hill she'd go. I want to go up there and get that top and pull it down. I think the chain will reach it. So I'll go up there and hook this around it. Cut some of the pieces I don't want off of it, and then we'll drag the rest of it down. Well, went a little lower on gas than I thought, so we'll try to get this broke down and try to at least get it down on the trail. where it might be a little easier to cut. That I don't want to keep. Little bit of gas left, not a whole lot. I saw another opportunity for a cookie. I like getting different oval shaped cookies. So wood slivers, whatever you want to call them. And I hate these beech nuts. I'll finish up a little gas, get rid of this sucker. like having that reach, 28-inch bar. Keeps me from having to get in where the branches are. I can get the branches without having to get up inside the tree so much. It's running good. Oh, it's got more gas than I thought. I got more gas than I thought. So, all right. I can come back up around this way and get the top out of it. But that one section down there, being a nice pretty oval, I want to get some more pieces out of that. I'm going to set the saw up here, or it's out of the way, and we'll pull. It'll be this section all through there, except for that broken piece. We'll pull it out and see how it goes. I got you guys on a magnet, and that magnet sucks. So I'll try to put it right there, see if it holds. Get this top out of here, down to the trail at least, so I don't fall on my butt. Getting on the tractor. Woo! You see the funky spot I'm in, and all the tractor's doing is sliding. And of course, my planning wasn't that great, and I ended up backing. I couldn't back any further because of that tree. I don't know how crazy that footage went, or was, but basically I got a section here I can put on the forks. That will definitely become firewood. These may become play pieces that I mill up because they're nice and curvy. You know, I won't probably keep like this section, but that fat section in there makes some nice wide boards. Like I say, I have a chainsaw mill coming, so that'll be fun. Let's see how stable this gets. Let me go ahead and cut this off here. Go up and hit the saw up on the hill. Everything's super slippery. Definitely don't want to carry the saw around running, and especially without the brake on. But I'm gonna get, I don't need this chain on there anymore. Hoping I can get the forks under there. And loose. It's just sitting on it. Well, that's the first cut to the saw into a little bit bigger wood. So I got me some cookies to play with. We're just about out of the 5th tank of gas. So, and I got some firewood, and I got to bring out you guys along. I'll get my stuff together. I'm almost out of battery. Batteries are just dying like crazy today. I tried to film a log cutting up, and I went out and it took pictures instead of time lapse. It just like everything is just funky today. The batteries aren't charging, they're dying. I don't know what causes GoPros to do this. They just go wacky on some days. They just don't want to function. So far, she's doing good. Now, if you know anything about me and my channel, I like making crazy things out of weird logs. And that's perfectly weird to me. That's just the perfect weird. I'm gonna finish that cookie right there, ran out of fuel. But I'm gonna use that chainsaw mill. I got a bigger saw coming, y'all see that soon. All right, one more funky log left. I got one for cutting the mill up in the chainsaw mill. This will be the second one for the chainsaw mill. I could cut this one technically on the sawmill, but what fun would that be? But I want to practice with the sawmill and using my foot brakes now. That's one thing nice about the tractor. I'm on an angle, and without having that foot brake, the tractor won't do what I want it to do. As it is, the log's going to want to slide. They don't want to stay on the forks. Got to go nice and slow. Oh, nice and slow. Whoa, down she goes. So we'll get it down here on the trail. But this is my funky wood. Funky punky wood. This is for all my creative design, crazy looking benches and all that stuff. People love them. And if you ever want to get into it, it's a lot of fun. I haven't had a chainsaw mill for a while. For a long time I used a chainsaw mill when I didn't have a mill. I used to love playing with that thing and making projects. You'd be surprised how much you can cut up. Now I got to use the brakes to more or less swing the tractor around right here and pivot it. Basically I want to do a 90-degree turn. Plus I got a tree right behind me, so I got to use the brakes the other way. That is nice about using the tractor to come out here and do this stuff. I can pretty much turn on a dime in the trail if I have to. And that's nice. Been able to just lock the tractor up, spin it around. Comes in pretty handy. And off we go. Not much left of it. There's a top up there. I got a couple cookies. We'll call them the funky punky cookies. They got a little bit, and it's nice. It's perfect. It's just enough spalting where it's not too soft. I'm gonna get that up there. I'll bring the Kubota down here, pick up these funky punky cookies. I can still make a lot of cookies there. You know, if you follow my channel, you're gonna find out I like weird funky wood, and I like making cool stuff. Now look at that. See that big knot on that side? I cut through that and make cookies. Awesome material. Awesome material. All right, that's going up to be cut with firewood. I got some smaller maple. I could do something with that one, but I got 1, 2, and 3. There's another big log, and then I got these spalty beech nuts, and I need to get them off the ground and get cutting them because I made some really cool cookies out of them, and I've sold them all. So I've got to get these cut up. I got to treat them, and if they dry like the other ones did, I only had a few that went south on me. They'll be ready for next year's Christmas. But look at this. This is our chainsaw mill project log area. Check that bad boy out. So yeah, we got some little critters in there, little bug eaters. Well, sorry guys, because you're done for. I will come out here and pull this bark off of it. I'll just fall off of it and see what critters are in there. Time to stop eating, guys. Eating time is over. But I'm going to cut this up with a chainsaw mill. I'll get it cleaned off a little better. But these are just some fun projects I want to do with the chainsaw mill. Because like you can't put that through a regular mill, it's so crooked. I mean, I might barely get it through there. But I probably will take this down to about right in here. But check this one out. So, yes, I have a saw coming that we can cut this slab with all the way across that way. So you're going to have to tune into the channel because we're going to start some fun projects. And I have some other people that have some sections like this that they want to have milled up. And I think a chainsaw mill is the perfect solution for that. So if any of you guys out there, people who sell those chainsaw mills, I just bought a cheap one because, well, low budget productions. But if you got one that's really nice and you want to show it off, get up with me. I'll be glad to show it off for everybody. All right, we got the we're on a sixth tank of gas. I haven't started yet. I'm down to the 50-to-1 ratio. We'll see how it runs. We'll let it run a little while the way it is, but it looks like something bad might have happened. Look at that. The top plastic has already cracked. It's 6 tanks. It did not drop on anything, but the top plastic has cracked right through there. So I wonder if FarmMac will cover that. Like I say, it's cheaper plastic, but I like the way it looks, and I don't think I should have to buy another one. I can be honest with you, I could take this off. I used high tension glue for doing bowl turning and stuff, and if I took it apart and glued it, 5 minutes later it'd be back. But I can definitely tell how cheap it is. Look at that. See that piece right there? It's just vibrating loose, and it doesn't even want to bend back. So, you know, I'm not expecting it to be an $1,800 saw, okay? So let's get that straight. Little crap like that, if this thing runs good and does its job, then I can monkey around with stuff like that. But I may have got this log a little close. I'm going to try to get to that one there and cut it. But it's and that may be, I just had it set beside me on the tractor. I need to get some way to hold this thing, these saws, on the tractor, because like I put it right beside me, so it's like right next to me, and there's a possibility I pushed on that. But I do all my saws like that and they never crack. So, you know, can't say it's just because my side was bumping against it. But it might take a little bit to get it started because it's empty. Maybe not. It actually opened up a little bit, but battery's low, and you see my chain came loose, so I'm not going to try to run it like that. I'm actually going to flip this around, and I'm going to tighten the chain up. But it did kind of open up some. I say this is a 50-to-1 in it right now, so tighten the bar back, chain back up. I got my little pouch that comes with this, which is actually really handy. It's got a lot of tools in it. I got my new little scratch piece, so that's going to be nice. We'll try that real quick, and we'll get to cutting up some of this. They're not huge. They're only about maybe 18 to 20 inches, but we will be doing bigger stuff in the future anyway, so don't need to do everything big right away. Unfortunately, this is going to make a mess with all this bark falling off in my area, but I'll let them sit, so that's what I got to do. Let me go grab my pouch right here real quick, and we'll use up the rest of the battery. Let's see, battery. It's in the yellow, but we should better do this in the yellow. Battery's in the yellow, that means it's around 35%. So this little pouch, yeah, it's handy, and it's actually pretty darn good quality. So this is that wrench, which you probably saw in the beginning of the video. So this is my first time using it, so it'll be interesting to see how. Look at that! Oh man, you have to constantly put the thing back and forth on there every time you want to do that. I'll put a link to it. It was another fellow YouTuber that actually turned me on to this, so I'm going to pass on the information for you guys to maybe get one. It actually, in all honesty, wasn't that expensive. I mean, and it feels like it's pretty darn good quality. I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's got your ratchet adjustment. So always lift up on the bar. It's still a little loose, but I have the I don't have my good bar oil up here. I've got it in my other building, and actually the stuff up here is a little bit thinner, but I like running the synthetic. But during the winter it doesn't hurt. This is a little thinner. It's supposed to be winter oil, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to get in the habit of that. We're almost out of it. And once I'm out of it, I'm getting rid of it because, well, bars are not cheap. So I don't want to be wearing out my bars, especially unnecessarily. They don't cost that much more. It's like I just got some. I get it from Steel. A whole bar of synthetic bar was like 20 some dollars, 24 bucks, something like that. And it'll save the bar. Makes sense to me. You know, if unnecessary wearing out. Now this will wear out your chain, stuff like that. So, all right, let's get her fired up. And let's see. I gotta spin you guys a little teeny bit. I can't reach you. Oh my goodness. It's so much fun doing film production work. when you're by yourself. You're the man, you're the deal, you're everything. You get to have all the fun. You get to watch yourself make mistakes and everything else. It's all good though. I do want to get some of this off since I can. Get a little easier on the chain. All right, let's get to cutting. Enough playing around. Let me get you guys switched around, and we'll take some cuts off this end. I'll pull. I don't know, something satisfying about pulling bark off. Does that make any sense to you guys? It's kind of fun pulling it off here. Not that I like cleaning it up after I pull it off, but it's kind of fun. Let me switch you around. Like I say, I know it'd be nice to have somebody film for me, but I'll be honest with you, I spend a lot more money buying stuff like this. I try to make sense to make money out of the stuff that I buy. It's making me money, but I wouldn't necessarily always buy stuff to do the things I do if I didn't have the YouTube channel. And I think a lot of creators will tell you the same thing. It's kind of addictive, and I can guarantee you this saw made more than I made in a couple months. So you're not getting rich doing this. All right, I'm back, and I always got to double check. See, my problem is I wear 2 pairs of glasses. So what happens is, if I'm wearing my general glasses and I try to look at the back of the screen, I can't really read it. And sometimes I don't catch that I've moved it over to photo or something else. And then I go to film something and I'm thinking it's recording and it's doing something else. So I need to get my regular glasses so I can see it properly. Everybody's hot. Woo! That's hard. Opening it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get the screwdriver out after I move a few of these out of my way. Oh, slippery. Then I'm falling on my rear end. I go kick it and my foot go over it. Next thing you know, I'm doing a backflip. I don't do backflips very good anymore. They tend to hurt a little bit when I land. Doing them is no problem. That's fun. Problem is when I land. It's that sudden stop is what they say. A sudden stop will get you every time. I got a mess everywhere, but that's part of cutting up wood. So let me grab my little screwdriver out of my little pouchy, and we'll see if we can tune it up a little bit. Screwdriver, where'd you go? Come on, get in there. Oh, wrench doesn't want to, it's a little long. All right, let's get it, let's crank it up here. See what she's gonna do. It's hard to hit. she's screaming. All it took was about not even an eighth of a turn clockwise, and boy, she opened right up. Now, what I do got to be careful with, you won't want to run it too lean, you'll run it hot. And I got another little special coming for the front of there. So we'll be easy on it. I want to make sure I don't lean it up too much. Last thing you want to do is run it lean and burn a cylinder. So you can do it too. You got to be careful. Don't run them too lean. Wow, it sounds like it may be getting, I'll make sure, I want to double check. I say I'm running it pretty good now, and it sounds like it might be getting a little loud, so I want to double check that exhaust. This pouch has got everything you need in it, so if you have a problem like this, it has your Torx and everything in it. So I got you guys probably a little too close to do a lot of videoing, but I've got my magnet on there, and tractor's the only place I got to put it at the moment, because I had you guys down in the woods with me. So usually I use the magnet on the tractor. That's fine. You know, it doesn't hurt to check it. You know, have that thing come apart out in the woods or something. It's nice and tight still. I went through the saw and double checked everything. I'll do it again. Just a little teeny torque there. Took just a little teeny bit. That took a little bit on that one. I mean, it is plastic now. You don't want to you don't want to over torque it now. You don't want to get too excited. and break something. But that cover, I'm not 100% worried about it. Like I said, I use a pretty quick, pretty good glue, and it won't. I've glued the tractor panels together with it, and they hold up, so I'm not worried about it. All right, throw our junk back in here. That thing's a little long for that pouch. I have a feeling eventually it's going to tear it up. But came with a saw, and it works for now. So if it works, it worked. Woo, get in there. You can definitely feel this maple's definitely dried out a lot, sitting out there for 9 months. I mean, I probably could barely pick that up and throw it when it was green. You guys know I got a bum shoulder, so the fact that I can do that without too much effort, pretty cool. That shows you how much in 9 months these logs will dry out for you. All right, let's go ahead and finish this one here, and I'm going to call it the end of the video. So you guys got to see the saw on the break-in and the new sauce inside. There you go. Will it stay there? Will you stay, please? Yeah, I'm happy with it. I leaned it up, like I say, about 1/8 a turn, and I'm listening to the saws making a little bit of click click. You know, it's definitely warming. The saw is definitely getting warmer than it was before. So, like I say, the last thing you want to do is run it too lean and burn the rings out of it. So what I might do is turn it back just a little bit more, because the saw is fairly new. I don't want to, you know, I know it sounds cool when you hot rod them and then you knock them over with maple logs, and you crush the side of them with your body, and then you drop them off the forks of the tractor. Something weird about that thing. It don't want to sit flat. It don't want to sit flat, you bad boy. Man, hopefully these videos came out better and I can get some better quality videos. Pray for my poor video editing. I got some more maple from my maple grove area.